pedigree is fantastic. A great athletic background. His father, Richard Nurse, was a wide receiver for the Hamilton Tiger Cats, and his uncle, through marriage, is Donovan McNabb, the Philly Eagles' legendary quarterback, and the man who brought us a lot of Campbell's Chunky Soup. So let's see how much more soup will be in the Oilers dressing room. And who knows, maybe McNabb will be in the Eskimos roster. See? I'm funny. Anyway, the rest of the draft. Teams that... Who went off the board? Let's see. Who went off the board? I'm gonna take a wild guess and say the Calgary Flames did. Yes, they went off the board. It's just so odd. Jay Feaster, my man, you baffle me in so many ways. Calgary takes Emile Poirier, 22nd in the draft. He was ranked 79th in Central Scouting and was in the Flames top 10 of prospects. Now, maybe he pans out, but to me, the scouting system of the Calgary Flames is very weird. So many off-the-board guys they take, and guys who could be helping them next year, they don't take. Or within the next 2 years, like Hunter Shinkarik, Calgary boy, Medicine Tigers, and they pass on him, and he ends up with the Vancouver Canucks. That to me is just shocking. I was standing watching the draft like, they didn't take Shinkarik? That was really weird. I want to know, what does the Calgary Flames scouting staff do? What do they look for in a player? Because really, we don't get it. The fans don't get it. Broadcasters don't get it. And I truly sure don't get it. And I'm sure Flame fans are scratching their heads even more at how the draft went for them in New Jersey. Before we get to the off-the-board pick, the Flames did have a great first-round selection. They selected a former guest of my program, Mr. Sean Monahan from the Ottawa 67s. This is a dude who has great hands. His point total went up every year since he's been in the OHL. Congrats to you, Sean. Maybe we'll have you back in the show sometime again and discuss if your handicap has gotten any better. Because when you were on last time, you said it was awful. Alright gang, Twitter time. Yes, we're doing some more Twitter stuff. Get involved, hit me up, at Avry on Twitter. Boom! Right there. Check it out. Today's question. Did Colorado make the right choice by going with Nathan MacKinnon, #1 overall? My buddy and longtime friend, former co-host of Avry Sports Show, Morning Edition, if you remember that, Matt Ingles, at Ingles_14, two letters. 2 letters. No. He was straightforward with that. I didn't like it, but he expanded on that when I asked him, I asked him, were you a Seth Jones guy? And Matt said, Jones will have a bigger career. Matt said that Seth Jones will be a bigger impact player in his mind. Alright, we'll see. MacKinnon versus Jones. This will be a great debate for the next 15 years. Daft Puck. At Daft Puck. Of course, MacKinnon is the best prospect since Sidney Crosby. Hey, they're both Cold Harbor boys? That's an interesting prediction. That is strong words. Daft Puck knows what he's talking about. Strong words from a strong man. And Sophie Merck. Alright. And finally, Sophie Merck shares this. At the Merckist, yes, he'll be a strong addition to Colorado. And, you know what? He will be. He's not going to go on this... He will not be a bust on his Colorado team in my... Nathan MacKinnon will not be a bust on his Colorado team in my mind. He has too much promise to flop. Anyway, we are done with Twitter. Stay tuned for so much more. This is Avry Sports Show.